You can't say a jab is the most effective, because if you're not in the proper range and you don't set it up right, the jab ain't gonna work for you. Once again, hey guys, Professor David got another video for you today, guys. I want to ask you a question. We all think about it. We all know, it runs through our head. If we get into a situation, what is the best way to attack? Let me show you. Kenny, come on in here. Okay. Now, most people, the first thing that comes to your mind when you're in a confrontation, some way, somehow, I'm going to try to throw a punch. So now, throwing a punch might work if you're right here and you sucker the guy into a punch and you catch him in transition while he's talking. He's saying something to you, you're saying something to him, wham, and you just throw a hook punch. But that just starts a fight. Now, if you try to throw the hook punch, if you're back here a little further where you can't touch him outside the 3-foot rule, and you try to throw a hook punch, the guy's going to see the motion and he's going to block it. So that's not going to work. Okay? You see people talk about the jab. Now, anyone with basic common sense, they're not going to allow the guy to get this close. So if you understand, you don't let somebody get within jabbing range. So you wouldn't let somebody get this close and talk to you, which we call inside the 3-foot rule, and then he could just, boom, throw a quick jab in your face. But if you get into an argument with somebody and you push him off and you throw your hands up, he puts his hands up, trying to throw a jab is useless because now he's going to block the jab. Move over here, please. He's going to block the jab. Okay? So you can't say a jab is the most effective, because if you're not in the proper range and you don't set it up right, the jab ain't going to work for you. Once again, if you throw whatever punch that gets in, let's say you suckered that hook punch in. Let's say you suckered that jab in. You got to follow it up immediately and know how to follow it up immediately and not be one of those people who, when they throw the jab, they step back and they're ready to fight. Or they throw the hook punch, boom, and now they're ready to fight. No, you got to follow it up to keep the pressure on, or else the man's going to get a chance to hurt you. Understand something. Once you do self-offense, you got to continue the assault until the person is no longer a threat to you or your family. You cannot look at the results of your technique. That is the problem with a fighting mentality. They always want to throw a punch, look at the results of the technique to see if it knocked the guy out. They want to throw a jab to see what happened. Oh, did I bust up his nose? And then they want to feed their ego. So you can't do that. So now, what is the best way and the most efficient way to attack? You now got to set it up properly. I always want to know, if I'm here, I'm always going to keep myself, if possible. It's not always possible, but if possible, I'm going to keep myself out of hand range, out of finger jab range, or out of punch range. I'm going to keep myself right outside the 3-foot rule. These mats are 3 feet and 3 inches at these lines. So these lines, 3 feet, 3 inches. Everybody knows these mats already. They're 3 feet, 3 inches. I can't touch Kenny. Kenny can't touch me. So you got a 3-inch window. Don't move, Kenny. So I'm slightly stepping over the line. Throw that again. I can't touch him. I can't touch him. Why? Because it's 3 feet, 3 inches. Now, once I take another step, half a step from where I'm at, I'm just going to take a half a step. Now I can touch him, and now he can touch me. 3-foot rule. So understand, I'm always conscious of, don't move, I'm always conscious of the 3-foot rule. Now, my hands can touch him. And if he stretches over when I'm here, he can touch me. But if I'm slightly outside the 3-foot rule, Kenny can't touch me with his hand. And he knows that. And I can't think, yo, dude, what's the problem, man? Why do you here? So he's not. Pay attention. He's thinking in his mind, yo, this guy's talking smack. Man, I can't, let him, but I want to punch him in his face. He's thinking about he want to fight me. He wants to punch me. He's saying to himself, man, either now he's getting agitated, so he knows that if he wants to punch me, what do you got to do, Kenny? You have to move in. You can't, you have to. Or if I want to punch him, right, I have to move in, right? If I want to punch. If I want to punch. Guys, that's the key word, punch. But if I understand this distance in my mind, knowing that I can't touch him, he can't touch me with his hands, right now, believe it or not, psychologically outside of the street, the guy knows he's out of punching range. But he's not out of kicking range. Right. See? If I want to throw a round kick, he'll see that. Mm-hmm. He'll see all of that coming. You see? Because most of you guys who do Thai kicking or Thai boxing, you guys want to think that you're some movie Thai fighter. So out in the street, you're like this, and you're going to do this, chamber the leg so you can run in there and throw a round kick or something. No! Guys, I'm trying to teach you something. For street self-defense, the most efficient kick is a power front push kick. The guy is thinking in his mind, he's out of range. He's not going to punch him in the face. I'm talking, he's talking, we both talking, whatever. What are you talking about? You were wrong, man. You were wrong, man. I was doing, you were wrong. Whoa, he cannot see it. Hey guys, Professor David here. There's a brand new way for you to contact us, guys. All you got to do is call 718-252-8944 and leave a message. Don't forget, we have our coaching. We have our online weekly training. We have seminars. We're available for that. You have a university where there's 2,000 techniques in there. Now let's get back to the video. He can't see it. And I'm asking you a question. Why don't more people use a simple, back to the basics, basic front push kick to start off that situation, to put an end to it before it gets started? Why? Why am I going to wait to try to do some technique off of a punch, or off of a grab, or off of a push, or off of a body hold, or off of something? Why? I'm not going to wait for that. I'm going to talk. In my mind, I'm going to master my emotions, and I'm going to master that 3-foot rule. So when I know, and he knows I'm not a threat right now. He knows my hands are not a threat to him because we're doing this. He's doing the same thing. He knows that our hands right now are not a threat to each other. And that's what he's thinking. And he's staring into your face like this. Yo, you know you were wrong. You know you were wrong. Why do you cut me off? See, you're staring into each other's eyes. So he don't see what I'm going like this. Yo, man, come on. Tell me you didn't see that, man. You know you were wrong. You know you were wrong. Come on, man. You were wrong.
No,
come on, dude.
No, hell no, I wasn't wrong.
Why don't you just say you're sorry?
I ain't saying I'm sorry.
Come on, man. So say like, bang. And as soon as you do that, you know what's going to happen. He has to do this, the body, and then move, and then just push, just shove. And as soon as you shove, guys, before he can he throw with that punch for the hand, before he can rise up and do that, after you push, guys, a simple little push and take his legs out from under him. Push and boom, just take those legs out from under him. Guys, we need you to subscribe. 70% of you are not subscribed yet. Do it. How hard is it? I don't care who you are. If I do this, you're gonna give me that motion. Now I gotta be like a linebacker in football, but I don't want to keep pushing you. That's not the goal. I want to unbalance you. So, but watch my legs. I do this, and then the man starts to shove. I gotta do this. This leg has to be there. So after I did that leg's gotta be there. Whoa! Guys, this is the best way, with very little training and very little skill, on how to shut a person down in the street if they haven't yet violated, come on in, your space into the 3-foot rule. If for whatever reason he's coming, yo, what are you talking about? And the guy's right here, he stops and he starts talking to you, so he don't come into this. He's like walking, and then when you put your hands out, he stops. Before you touch you could touch him. Guys, you got it. See, Kenny keeps making a mistake, and the mistake Kenny's making, he's letting me do this. Because once you do that to me, I already got you. Mm-hmm. See, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. Because the second I'm doing like, yo, calm down. The second you let me do this, this is going to bounce to that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not even going to throw a punch. I'm not going to throw a punch. You're not going to see it. The second my hand goes here, it goes here. Mm-hmm. Yep. You will never see that. I'm never going to pull it back. And when your head goes up, my elbow's going to go right into your chest. I'm still going to push you. I'm going to palm up, push you with my elbow, and I get back to the same place. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab onto the floating hand, move if I have to the outside, and I'm going to attack the same damn place. Guys, I'm trying to show you and tell you something that we can all do. If we're young and strong, or if we're older and not so fast and not so strong, but we can still do. When you got the adrenaline of fear behind you, you'll get up enough energy, enough speed to control his focus, look him in the eyes, use your hands. He's not paying attention to your foot. Push, kick, move and grab, move and disengage, and right here. I can't do it fast because I'm not going to hurt him. Take your foot, the inside of your foot, and if you can get the knee, fine. If not, just scrape down. Just scrape, let it bend. Done. Game over. And you could talk any smack you want until you feel that. When you feel that, and I keep telling you guys, picture this. Football players, every single game, they tape the hell out of their ankles and their feet, these linemen. The second that ankle twist, that knee twist, they are out of the game. So why, if that is what takes them out of the game, and they prepare for it, they plan for it, they expect it, they tape up to prevent it, and when it happens, it still takes them out of the game, then why won't you use it in a street self-defense situation? Why wouldn't you try your best to get to that point? This makes sense, and you know it does. Kenny, talk to me.
Guys, listen, ain't nobody in that situation thinking about punching you. Why? Because you just damaged their leg. That sounds crippling. And it felt that way too, even though he was doing it lightly. You snap somebody's leg, it's a done deal, guys. Remember, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Send us a like, guys. Drop us a comment. Tell us how you like this video. Don't forget to share this video with as many people as you know, guys. Thank you very much for all your support. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.